Imagine this. You meet a woman. She's confident. She walks into a room and everyone notices. Her tattoos make her look mysterious, bold, and full of stories. And you feel drawn in, almost like you were meant to explore her world. But here's the part that most men never ask themselves. What does dating someone with a deeply expressive, inked identity actually mean for your emotional well-being? Today we're going to explore 10 psychological risks of dating a woman with tattoos, but not to judge her, not to shame her, and not to fear her. We're looking at these risks through the eyes of Stoicism, so that you understand yourself better, not so you blame someone else. And if you stay until the end, you'll understand something deeper than tattoos. You'll understand why humans often fall for the idea of a person instead of the truth of who they are. Let's begin. Most people think tattoos are just ink, a design, a form of art, but Stoics teach us something powerful. Nothing is just anything. Every choice we make reveals something about how we think, how we handle pain, how we deal with identity, how we respond to the past, and how we try to control the story we tell the world. When you date someone with tattoos, especially tattoos that cover large parts of their skin or represent emotional events, you aren't just dating a woman with ink. You're dating a person who has chosen to make their inner world visible. But visibility comes with risks, emotional risks, psychological risks, relationship risks, and these risks are not bad by themselves. They become dangerous only when you ignore them. So let's walk through the 10 psychological risks one by one, slowly and clearly, so you can understand what they mean and how they affect you. Risk number 1. You may fall for her mystery instead of her reality. Tattoos often give a sense of depth, a feeling that there's a hidden story behind every design. And that can be attractive, dangerously attractive. Many men project an entire personality onto a woman, simply because she looks interesting. You start telling yourself, she must be deep, she must be brave, she must have gone through something amazing. But maybe she's just someone who liked the design. Maybe she's expressive but not emotionally disciplined. Maybe she's adventurous but not grounded. The risk here is not her ink. The risk is your imagination filling in gaps that don't exist. Stoicism teaches us to separate impressions from reality, and dating a tattooed woman tests that lesson harder than you expect. Risk number 2, she may be expressive, but expression is not the same as emotional stability. Tattoos often attract people who like to externalize feelings. Hurt? Tattoo. Breakup? Tattoo. Identity crisis? Tattoo. A new life chapter? Tattoo. Some women use tattoos as a healthy form of expression, but others use them to distract from inner conflict. That's when you must be careful. If she expresses pain on her skin instead of resolving it in her mind, then you may find yourself dating someone who is emotionally intense but not emotionally centered. Stoics believe emotions are normal, but controlling emotions is essential. If her expression is a replacement for regulation, you will feel the emotional turbulence sooner or later. Risk number 3, she may crave attention more than connection. Not all attention is harmful. Wanting to look beautiful isn't toxic. But some women use tattoos as a way to pull eyes toward them. Not because they enjoy art, but because they enjoy the reaction. Tattoos are powerful social magnets. They make people curious. They start conversations. They create mystery. But if she needs that attention to feel validated, then you're entering a relationship where her self-worth comes from outside, not inside. And that is a huge psychological risk for you, because someone who relies on external validation will always need more. Stoicism teaches self-sufficiency, the inner citadel. If hers is weak, you will carry emotional weight she should carry herself. Risk number 4, her past may be louder than her present. Some tattoos represent family. Some represent love. Some represent heartbreak, trauma, or even identity crises. And here's the truth. People who tattoo their pain onto their body are not weak, but they may still be healing. You need to ask yourself, are you dating who she is now, or are you dating someone still fighting old battles? If her past is unresolved, Her tattoos become constant reminders of things she has not yet made peace with, and that emotional echo will show up in the relationship. Stoicism says, focus on what is in your control, but it also warns, do not attach yourself to someone whose mind is still trapped in stories they haven't closed. Risk number 5, she might romanticize chaos. This is one of the biggest psychological risks men ignore. Many heavily tattooed women love intensity, intense experiences, intense feelings, intense relationships, and intensity feels exciting until it becomes destructive. Some people chase highs because they fear stillness. They prefer drama over calm, unpredictability over routine, passion over peace. Stoicism reminds us that peace is strength, not boredom. But if she's someone who only feels alive when life is extreme, then calmness will feel like suffocation to her, and you'll constantly be pulled into emotional whirlwinds that drain you. Risk number 6. You may mistake strength for rebellion. A woman with tattoos may look strong, bold, brave, but sometimes tattoos come from rebellion, not resilience. Rebellion looks like strength, but it's actually resistance to authority, structure, and discipline. In relationships, this shows up as fear of commitment, fear of rules, or fear of anything that feels like it might limit her freedom. And if she sees your boundaries as control instead of respect, you'll end up in constant conflict. Stoicism values self-discipline, and if she resists structure at all levels, emotional, relational, or personal, then your relationship will weaken no matter how beautiful she is. Risk number 7. She may expect you to handle emotions she has not handled herself. When someone is expressive and external with their identity, they often expect others to understand them without needing to explain much. This tattoo shows who I am. This one reminds me of a hard time. But understanding symbols is not the same as understanding emotions. If she believes her tattoos communicate everything she needs emotionally, then you may become the person who has to interpret her moods, soothe her storms, and decode her triggers. That's a huge burden for a partner. Stoicism teaches that we are responsible for our own minds. If she can't hold her emotional weight, you will eventually hold too much. Risk very 8. Her identity may constantly change, and you may get lost inside it. Some women use tattoos to evolve, reinvent, or shape new versions of themselves. Reinvention is not bad. Growth is not bad. But if she changes her identity every few months, new style, new personality, new values, new life path, then tattoos become markers of instability instead of growth. This psychological risk is subtle. At first it feels exciting. She's unpredictable. She's adventurous. She's refreshing. But over time, you may realize you don't know who you're dating. And worse, you may realize she doesn't know either. Stoicism values consistency. Without it, relationships collapse under emotional confusion. Risk number 9. You may feel pressure to match her intensity. When someone is expressive, bold, and visually strong, it can make you feel like you have to be the same. You may start acting tougher, louder, bolder, not because you are, but because you think you should be. That leads to identity distortion. You start abandoning your natural personality just to fit the story you think she wants. That's emotional danger. The Stoics teach authenticity, being aligned with your nature. If dating her pulls you away from your nature, then you are not in a healthy connection. You're in a psychological performance. Risk number 10. The biggest risk. You might confuse excitement with compatibility. This is where most men fall. A tattooed woman often feels exciting. The mystery, the confidence, the stories, the intensity. Excitement makes your brain release dopamine. Dopamine makes you feel alive. But compatibility is peace. Peace is stability. Peace is alignment. And peace never shouts at you like excitement does. Many men get addicted to the feeling of dating someone who seems different. Wild or deep, they chase the emotional highs. They overlook the emotional risks. But the Stoic question is simple. Does she bring you closer to the man you want to be or further away? Now let's go deeper, because every risk you just heard has nothing to do with judging a woman for having tattoos. Tattoos do not decide character. Tattoos do not decide loyalty. Tattoos do not decide emotional maturity, but the psychological patterns connected with tattoos, expression, identity, trauma, validation, reinvention, those can affect relationships. The Stoic purpose of this video is to help you see clearly, not emotionally. Think of a tattoo like a symbol. One symbol cannot define a person, but it can point toward a story. The real danger is not the story. The real danger is ignoring the story because you're blinded by attraction. Let me give you a real example. A man I once talked to said he fell in love with a woman because her tattoos showed she had survived a lot. He saw courage in her ink, strength in her scars. But he never asked if she had healed from those experiences. Years later, he found himself trying to fix her pain, trying to carry her trauma, trying to love her enough to make her whole. His mistake wasn't loving her. His mistake was assuming that surviving something automatically meant mastering it. Stoicism says, the obstacle is the way, but only if you walk through it. Many people have tattoos about their battles but have not completed the journey. Another man told me he dated a tattooed woman because he wanted someone exciting, passionate, unpredictable. And he got exactly that. But excitement comes with storms. Passion comes with extremes. Unpredictability comes with chaos. He mistook emotional volatility for emotional depth. And by the end, he realized that a meaningful relationship needs emotional regulation, more than emotional fireworks. And here's the part most men won't want to hear. A woman with tattoos may be completely healthy, stable, grounded, and emotionally mature. Tattoos can be art. They can be confidence. They can be memories. They can be expressions of personality. So what matters is not the ink. What matters is the person, the mind, the emotional patterns, the way she handles conflict, the way she reacts to pressure, the way she responds to her past. The Stoic path is clarity. Clarity means removing fantasy, removing projection, removing the stories you tell yourself about someone before you truly know them. So as we close, remember this: attraction is nature, awareness is wisdom, self-control is freedom, and clarity is love. If you choose to date a woman with tattoos, do it with open eyes and not clouded by imagination. And if you choose not to, do it from understanding, not judgment. If you found value in this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel grow, and it helps Stoic wisdom reach people who need it. And tell me below, what's your experience with dating someone who expresses their story through tattoos? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay grounded, stay aware, and stay unshaken.